Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Last week I shared a simple mindset shift that will help you lose weight. If you missed that video, you can check it out here. I'll link it in the description box below as well. Now, this week I want to dive deeper into that topic because I think it's such an important conversation to have. You see, good health is about more than just what you're eating and how you're exercising. It includes what you're thinking and saying too. The thing is that most of us severely underestimate the impact that our thoughts can have on our physical health. So let me give you some perspective. Research shows that on any given day, the average person thinks between 50 and 60,000 thoughts. And not surprisingly, a large majority, and I'm talking 80% or more, of those thoughts tend to be negative. Now, I say unsurprisingly because it's human nature to view events and happenings through a negative lens. To some extent, it's evolutionary. After all, at one point, human survival depended on our ability to dodge danger. So it makes sense that we are highly sensitive to negativity. But the problem with negative thinking comes when we find ourselves stuck in a negative state for a prolonged period of time. When this happens, we are more at risk to experience such problems as chronic anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, trouble sleeping, exhaustion, and even certain mood disorders. But rewiring our brains to be more positive isn't always as easy as telling ourselves to just think happy thoughts. And that's why in this video, we're discussing how you can silence negative thoughts and encourage positive thinking in just 4 simple steps. Stick around because you're not going to want to miss this one. Hey there, I'm Britney and I'm the face behind MisfitFarmer.com. Every week I deliver videos on how to simplify your fitness routine and enjoy lasting weight loss. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss when a video drops. Every single one of us has an internal dialogue that runs through our heads almost non-stop. Now, our thoughts create our reality, which means that internal dialogue is quite literally the lens through which we view the world. Have you ever known someone who is always in a bad mood? They constantly complain about things gone wrong, and they seem to encounter more problems than the average person. Well, it's because their lens is colored to focus on the negative. Your unique lens is a result of the way that you've been taught at the subconscious level to think, believe, and consequently act. Because of your life experiences, both good and the bad, what you've been told by others, and what you've told yourself, you've been conditioned to think in a certain way. Now, if the chatter inside your head isn't allowing you to live the life that you've dreamed of, the good news is that it is possible to change the way that you think. You just have to follow these 4 simple tricks that I'm going to help you on how to adopt a healthy mindset. Watch how fast your life changes when you make the switch to positive thinking. So step 1 to think more positively is to interrupt your negative thoughts. Your power when it comes to your mind is found in your ability to choose one thought over another. Oftentimes we get stuck in this negative funk because we have habituated ourselves to think negatively. But because habits run on autopilot, we are often unaware of just how negative our thoughts are. The truth is, only when we become aware of what we're thinking can we change the situation. That's why it's important to take a mental inventory of each and every time we catch ourselves drifting into negative territory. The more you interrupt those thoughts, the less likely you are to continue condition your mind to think that way. Wrap a rubber band around your arm and give it a light snap when you catch yourself thinking negatively. Voice the word stop each time you find yourself in a negative thought. Do whatever it takes to remind yourself that this way of thinking is not something that you wish to continue. Now, step 2 to more positive thinking is found in affirmations. I'll be honest, I first cringed when someone recommended daily affirmations to me. The idea seemed cheesy, ineffective, and like something you encounter at a self-help convention. But here's the thing that I've learned. Positive thinking doesn't just happen. It's intentional. And in order for positive thinking to become habitual, it needs to be practiced routinely. Remember how I said earlier that habits run on repetition? That's exactly why affirmations are so powerful. Affirmations are a tiny seed you plant within your mind, and the more you remind yourself of that thought, the more likely that seed is to take root and become a deeply ingrained belief. For best results, practice saying aloud your affirmations daily. Some of my favorite affirmations that are currently on my list include things like, I always keep the promises I make to myself. Everything that I'm going through is making me a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate woman. I am the most productive woman I know. Now you can get as creative as you like with your own affirmations. Make this practice your own. The important thing to remember is that affirmations are a tool meant to remind you of who you want to be and what you want to accomplish. Allow your emotions to get involved and really feel the power behind these statements as you speak them aloud. Now, moving right along, step 3 to more positive thinking is to journal. Don't be afraid to get your thoughts out in your head and put them on actual paper. I'm a firm believer that the more senses you can evolve in your positive thinking practice, the more likely that you are to change your personal behavior. Journaling in particular is a great way to gain valuable insights into your thought process, insights that you'd otherwise never see. The thing about writing something down is that it forces you to think it through enough to understand it. One of my favorite journaling exercises is to list out 10 goals that I have for myself. The trick is that I write those goals and dreams down in the present tense, as if they've already happened. For instance, instead of writing that I'm going to be a successful blogger, I write, I am a successful blogger. The difference? Well, the first statement is about becoming something or someone. It's a subtle reminder that you are not yet at the place that you intend to be. On the other hand, statement 2 is about being the woman that you intend to be. By believing that you are that woman, you begin to adopt her habits, her way of thinking, her actions, and little by little, you actually become her. This is a simple yet powerful exercise, and in full disclosure, learning to believe in yourself and in your abilities is a big step towards a more healthy mindset. The last step to more positive thinking is to surround yourself with uplifting people who inspire you to live better. I mean, seriously, you can't sit in filth all day and expect to stay clean. So then why do you think that you can keep company with negative people and still remain positive? What you feed your mind is just as important as what you feed your body. So choose to nourish your mind with pleasant, growth-oriented thoughts. Make friends with people who make your heart feel happy. Read books that motivate you to act in an affirmative manner, and be mindful of what you scroll across on social media. You are in control of the people and the content that touches your life. Choose wisely where and how you invest your time and energy. Interact with people and participate in activities that encourage you to live life on a more positive note, and avoid everything else that drains you of the peace you wish to feel. Now, as you can imagine, positive thinking doesn't just happen, but with practice, you can gain a more positive mindset and live a life that truly feels happy from the inside out. I'd love for you to share in the comments below some of your favorite techniques that keep you thinking positive. Together, we can help one another be a light in an often negative world. I'd just like to close out this video by saying thank you so much for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the content. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you always know when the new content is released. As always, I'm here to support you inside your fitness journey, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.